You have hours left of the July deals before they are gone forever! Are event rewards still broken? And Kabam responds to the no-show of the free July gift. Yes, hello everybody and welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. Now with more Thanos Gauntlet. In this edition we'll focus on so many things, so buckle your seats because we're going to go for a bumpy ride and it's going to be extra exhilarating. Let's have a look at stuff. But first, just before we get into the news, just want to give a massive thank you to all the support on the channel from those that come by each and every day to watch content, support, and especially over the weekend, and so many other things as well. Thank you for coming to the channel, hitting the like button, subscribing, we'll post notifications on all, and obviously that's very important when all the videos pop up that you get to see them in your sub boxes. And also just a quick reminder for me is that I should be starting today my Iron Man VR series using the Sony PlayStation PS VR. God, that was a mouthful there. Yeah, that starts today. That series will start today. It was meant to start the weekend, but I just didn't have the time to do it, so it's going to start today. But just one final thing before we get into the news is a massive thank you to my current Patreons and YouTube members. Thank you for giving your love and support, and also those that support through the medium of Twitch Prime and as well Twitch subs. I will be live streaming on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live tonight, where we should be doing some Canadian difficulty, finishing up Uncollected, or maybe we're kind of like changing that around, or I might be starting another Path and Labyrinth of Legends. I haven't really decided. I like to basically mix it up. We'll do something weird, you know? But in any case, let's rock into the news with a Thanos Gauntlet. Our first story up is a reminder to you that episode 24 of the Contest Round podcast, which myself and Dan Frontline MCOC put together on a weekly basis. This one's quite a special one because we go over technicalities of the usage of certain champions and incursions and start and kind of talk about our new series, which is every Friday on both of our channels respectively. We are doing live streams where we go into incursions and test out obscure, changed, or just kind of like interesting champions. And this one was Hulkbuster. I will be doing an accompanying video for this that showcases and breaks down a few hacks to focus on, but the fact is it is a really interesting deep dive as well because we go into the dev diaries, the future of the game, compare it with other stuff going on, and as well talking about the innovation of the game and basically what we're currently up to from our own progression in Marvel Contest of Champions in general. So do look to give it a little bit of a listen and support, please. Next up, and we're over on to Marvel Insider because we have some new activities and some new rewards. The Missing Link bundle is there first and foremost for your consideration, consisting of, well, not the most interesting of things, but at least you got like something there to enjoy, and maybe some rarity from like a 2-star, maybe a 3-star you might want to get, but it's not really, well, you know, the greatest of stuff. But the Sasquatch bundle actually is quite fun, and also it's nice to get this little added extra. I must admit, from getting a 3-star Sasquatch, that's kind of alright, but the 4-star shards, again, kind of alright. It's the attack boost, I think, that is one of the good things about this, and also energy refills. Like, these aren't full energy refills, but still, there's some good stuff there, and if you collect it, then I'm sure you collect this for obviously having a Sasquatch for free, which I think is kind of nice as well. So all that over on Marvel Insider. Next up, and let's talk about Alliance Quest. Changes are coming. Within 1 week, you should see the increased energy cap, which now go up to 6 from 5, and the starting energy being from 3 to 4, which is going to be great for a lot of players. Energy timers decrease as well, so they go down from 1 hour to 45 minutes, which is a massive improvement to quality of life, and especially for those that are interested in Alliance based participation, Alliance questing and stuff like that. So that's going to be major, and especially if you're looking to release champions a lot earlier than normal to get on with more, you know, interesting content like Act 6, some of the event quests, and as well maybe some like proper endgame stuff, then that is fantastic and it's really good to see. All this in line comes on July 12th. Also, for those that haven't seen the post on the forums, go to the link in the description, but there's some really good stuff coming, like honor milestones are not increasing, but you have more of an opportunity to grab them based on modifiers giving out more points, which is going to be really good for a lot of aspiring alliances that are looking to pick up some decent stuff, and especially for those that finish, you know, right at the very top and get the top milestones. You know, it allows for remaining competitive and also grabbing the main stuff. Also, there seems to be a lot of mini-boss changes, so do check and bear that in mind when it comes to where your alliance is and what you face off against, especially, you know, because you might not be prepared adequately for things that you go up against, like Sasquatch, Thing, and other things as well. Players' response to this forum post is actually being very mixed, from a lot of people disagreeing to a lot of people just quite positive. It's more of a case that rather than it being, you know, 50-50, it is more like people resonate with more of a 65 to 35 switch of positive to negative on the subject. So it does feel that this isn't exactly, well, I don't know, overly well received, but at the same time, I guess there are some improvements and some positive takeaways from this, but I think mainly towards the timers, if anything. When it comes to like changing the scheme of things, when it comes to new bosses, modifiers, maybe the type of rewards that are then given back, you know, that's, I think, where players aren't really too happy with a lot of stuff that may go on. But, you know, we'll see how this happens next week from when it's implemented properly, as to like how 7.5 series does feel like it's a good or a bad one. Okay, and next up, and I don't know where we are when it comes to like the 3-day event. So if you're unaware, that over the last few days there has been a problem, and as the banner says here, we are currently experiencing an issue causing a delay in delivery of Summoner Advancement, the Alliance Quest event, and other 3-day X-Men use event. We are working to resolve this, but it will likely take a few days. We will ensure that these rewards are delivered to affected alliances. Please do not change alliances until your rewards are delivered. And by the time you see this video, it should be a case you have received all this stuff, but there may be people out there that have not, and it would be a case it would be advisable to launch a support ticket with Kabam and let them know that you have not received these rewards, especially if the circumstance is that, well, you might have left an alliance, which obviously Kabam say not to do, but the fact is you may not go to the forum, so it's important, obviously, raise a ticket, just double check that you have received it, maybe go back in your old mail and just say, look, did I receive the X-Men thing? Did I receive the Alliance Quest stuff? Did I receive the Summoner Advancement stuff as well? Because that was delayed into Friday, Saturday. Could have been those. But yeah, the fact is, if you've not received it, let Kabam know. Okay, for the next story, we're in game for your reminder. Now, at the point of this video being released, you've probably got about 5, maybe 6 hours. And that's the thing. If you are interested in buying any of these deals, then this is the most opportune time for it. You're not going to see anything to this value, or maybe better than this value, until Cyber Weekend, obviously. Wow, it's weird to think that that is going to be about 4 months away, man. You know, time flies. This kind of like pandemic stuff, man, time flies. And the same thing with Wolverine. Obviously, that's going to expire as well. So just a little reminder there, and as well when it comes to the unit deals as well. So whatever you're interested in getting, if you are interested in getting it, then obviously do bear in mind that the value of deals is going to end. It's going to end. You've got hours. Have you got more hours? I think we got more hours with the unit deals than we do with the paying deals. So do bear in mind as well. Obviously, get the deals while they're hot. And yeah, hopefully you expanded your roster over this mammoth weekend, which was epic as hell. Okay, now let's move on to the hot topic, and that is the special gift. Where was it? As you can see, last year we got this nice little gift at the time. Obviously, do bear in mind that back about a year ago, the current meta shift for getting 5,000 5-star shards was probably met with more thumbs up than it would be something this year, theoretically. Because if Kabam rolled out a 5,000 5-star shard special gift, even though it'd be like, hey, it's something free, players would probably go, well, that doesn't get you anywhere, and there would be more complaints than there would be jubilations. This all spills over to the forums, and one thing that I really want to emphasize is that when it comes to the way people are dealing with one another, do bear in mind to be fair as much as possible, but at the same time, know when it's time to just step away from this. And this actually forum post had to be closed down, and Kabam did respond, which we're going to be going over in a second. The rewards that Kabam have put out for the Summoner Appreciation Calendar do show that they have understood that they need to do more and give back more. Yes, you could say that you've got to wait 3 months, and that isn't really great, especially with no special gift calendar being put out. but they couldn't. Hopefully there will be something that's put out in the future as well. And as well, when it comes to like the end of the year, when it comes to like the 6th birthday, the winter calendar and all that other stuff, does see this kind of momentum shift to then give back generously on Christmas Day, and as well obviously on around Cyber Weekend. And as I said, maybe there's something that they'll put out over the summer which will be quite nice for players to have as a special gift. The thing for me is that I want to see special gifts, but at the same time, I want to be surprised by them. I never want to find out they're going to be put out on the same day. And that's something I think that a lot of players like as well, is to kind of expect the unexpected when it comes to these special rewards and surprises. And this is the point that Kabam obviously have to respond to the forum post. And I'm not going to read out some of the stuff because obviously it does become a little bit toxic and unproductive. Basically saying that this thread is starting to derail a bit. Closing it up, sorry for the disappointment in not getting something this year, but it's important to remember that just because something happens once doesn't mean it'll happen again. We do our best to keep up a pattern, but sometimes even that breaks. Obviously in future I look forward to more special gifts, and that's to say like, oh, I wouldn't like not to receive them. I would like to receive them, but like I said, I'd love to receive them at random rather than expecting them to be on a certain day, except for obviously things like Christmas Day, which obviously is from a religious perspective is celebrated by different religions in different ways, first and foremost, but as well seems to be very much, you know, rooted to the 24th, 25th of December. Now on to our final story, which is arena predictions and results. Starting off with the predictions for round 2 are below. A little bit fairer than last time when I did it. I probably did too overkill, especially considering what dropped this weekend. And I'll have to consider that moving forward because people didn't turn up for arena. Sabertooth, 28 mil is my prediction for the 5-star. The 4-star version, 6 mil and 2 mil for Squirrel Girl, which does seem low, but you're going to see the results now to prove why that is the case. So starting off with Squirrel Girl, as you can see, this player got the champion with just over 2 mil. The final results are yet to come in to prove as to where this champion will finish, but still, damn man, 2 mil, just over 2 mil for Squirrel Girl as a 4-star basic. Next up, this player confirmed 26.6 mil for position 148 in a 5-star arena, meaning that, yeah, I mean, that's why I'm going with 27 mil for this. It seems like it's going to be logical for the round 2. And the thing is, with Sabertooth, he could go a lot lower, especially with 6.22 mil for Sabertooth for position 476. So it could be a case that my prediction would be like, man, this is like over like 5.5 mil. Could even be like lower than that. I just don't know as of yet, but man, it's crazy to think these champions are going so low at the moment. And there we go. That's been Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. Check out some recent content here. Check out some other content over there. Check out some other stuff there. There should be a new Rich's Realm video up tomorrow, and then a new series going to be put on that channel. Look forward to Iron Man VR probably later today or starting tomorrow. I've obviously got to make the video and edit the video. So yeah, look out for that. And so much MCOC content this week and obviously next week as well. It's going to be a really spicy week and 2 weeks for obviously the channel. So thanks for the support. See you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.